question. So this is very important not to consider this.
Taking from what you said, if you could also tell us what is the nature of content that children watch on television. I understand from you there is obviously a disjunct, but if you could just tell us how much of it is rooted and what is not. And then after that, Professor Kemming, I would like to know from you also in China, what are children watching? If you could tell us more.
Actually, also after revolution, the governmental channels stopped to broadcast any children programs in Egypt and in Tunisia, and we have a Tunisian colleague now. They stopped children as if the revolution killed the children, and the children are the future, and everyone forgot that. So now our children watch either foreign channels, specialized channels. We have two specialized or three specialized channels. One is Al Jazeera for children, which is a very good channel, but they they don't produce at all, and if they produce not a very good quality. So most of them are very good and well dubbed. And we have MBC for channel. Most of it also it's foreign. And Arab and network, children network, Cartoon Network. There is an Arabic one. And other small private channels. Some of them are religious only. They just want children to sing religious. Taking them to religion and their religion, not God's religion, I'm very sure, because just obey. This is how they think that religion is. So this is the situation. I'm very sorry to make it very black. I'm sure there is a hope, but this is the truth. No, the cinema is the same.
In China, very big city, big country, so we have more than 15 special channel only for the children. Children channel more than 15 maybe. Right? So, but it's quite the range, the difference. They only range that in the television. We don't have many work together with the film industry. In the TV channels, they always show the television about animation series. Every day they screen that because China got very big industry for the animation. Yeah. So every day they should screen that. Yeah. But in film theaters, children like the audience, maybe China is like action, comedy. For example, in China, traditionally they like the kung fu, yeah. So we made some children film screen in the commercial theaters. But in commercial theaters, not very easy to screen children film because the audience all adults. In China is a developing country, so today is two big problems we should be faced. First is the high ticket price. In China, maybe the film theater ticket price, maybe one ticket about $10 US. So they are all supported by the central government and the local government. It's free for the children. That's very big system. That's very important for the children who can see the film in the countryside. That's happening in China.
The only way sort of the films, the state support the Egyptian movies. That any foreign film, we can have only 10 prints from it. Any foreign film, we can't have more than 8 to 10 maximum from the print. But the good Arab films, I mean Egyptian films, we can sometimes print 70 copy prints from it. So this is how they support the Egyptian movies.
Babita
Sorry, my
Sharma.
English, because...
No, we all understood very well. Thank you. I'd also like Babita Sharma, who's sitting right next to Anis, to because you've been in the film industry. You're also the chair of the Assam Film Development Corporation. What are your comments on where should policy go? What direction should policy take vis-a-vis children's cinema in India? We'll take that quick comment, and then after that we'll open for discussions.
Well, I think it is very important with them that this is a good book, you read a good book. So we can also say that this is a good film, you see this good film. But we don't find that kind of films.
Because you'll be able to tell all the people sitting here what really your needs and challenges are.
Yes, in China we got not too many groups only to do the play in the stage for the children. Well, maybe 2 or 3, not too many. But it's because the audience not many, so they couldn't earn money. But the government supporting 3 or 4 groups only. They play on the stage for the children, whole country.
Also, your engagement with the European Commission and what are those policies in this perspective?
I'll try. Hello. Thank you for inviting me. I'm really honored to be here. If I may start with the Dutch situation, that's Western Europe. It all started, I think, in the 60s, 70s with all these emancipation developments, also emancipation of women, of labor people. In literature, all of a sudden, a new way for children developed. Maybe you heard about this kind of literature from Sweden as well. And this is actually the starting point of what I think is the strength of children's films that is produced in the Netherlands and in Western Europe in general. All of a sudden, the child was discovered more or less as their own identity, they have a life, they have their own point of view, they are as different as adults are, and they're in a way all the same. So they have feelings and they develop, and you can make stories in this context. So I think it started all with a kind of reviewing how the child was seen in society. And from that point we started to produce stories that really had the point of view of the child in the middle. So not being only the star, the actor, but also the point of view, how you perceive the world. And you can even oppose at certain moments the adult world in a way. So you can be naughty, so to speak. So we said goodbye to morality in the traditional way that adults always knows better and always have this finger, and at the end the child knows what to do. Because nowadays we are moving so fast in the world that knowing some rules is very important, knowing morality is very important, but to judge for yourself at the end is the most important, because we cannot predict all kinds of situations of our children anymore. So we should learn them to think for themselves. I think this is the power in how we see the children nowadays in Western Europe and how we act in our policies. So what is important is that in general in Europe, this culture cannot be handled by government. But government values culture very high and has that is involved to support that is not in the hand of the government. So they make bodies of the independent bodies, they give the money to these bodies and they give it to the cultural
all the curriculum that is being taught to you in the present system, because that is very much essential for you, and movies are not different than that. As all of you have made movies. I saw all the little directors' movies and they are only focused on curriculum. In fact, they are the things that we teach you. And you have made movies to teach adults how to live a structured life and how to follow rules. Most of the theme, not just follow rules, how to be, saving the environment. All these were the issues that have caught your attention in films. We always think films should be only to entertain you. You in turn, tell the adults that films should not just be to entertain, but also to inculcate good living habits, which is what education is for. Education is not just for taking examinations, having good grades and then getting admission in some, say, courses. That time is passé. So as you rightly said, the kind of parental influence in North India, especially around Delhi and UP, is for competing only to get admission into engineering, medical, and maybe after graduation into civil services and all those things. That time is now passé. By the time you will graduate or you will do, say, +2 and you will be wanting an admission, you will also want an admission in BMM, which Mumbai kids are now trying. So most of the kids in Mumbai are trying to take admission in BMM. Previously they used to take it in management or say normal BCom courses and arts courses.
Filmmaking
Now
is obviously
that's one of the mainstream thing in Mumbai, which will become there.
We'll just take, sorry to cut you short, Dr. Kumar, we're just going to take one last question now because I can see the organizers here and the management, the festival management here. So I'm going to thank all of you, and I know many of you have questions here. I'm sure that all the panelists will be very happy to interact with you. So do interact with them after we close this session. Thank you everyone for being here on the panel and for this wonderful discussion.